Hello and welcome to the Midnight Movie Club. I'm your host, Owen Kohut, and this is the show where I grab a movie I've never seen off my shelf and review it that night. On today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing John Woo's Mission Impossible 2, and I'm coming at it from the perspective of watching the first and final Mission Impossible movies and seeing bullet in the head of all John Woo movies. So, interesting expectations. Don't really know what to expect, but let's see what I think. Overall, I think there's two main issues with Mission Impossible 2. One is that it acts as a bizarre sequel to the first film, which very much was an homage to the espionage genre, as well as heist movies. This doesn't really continue with that formula. Instead, you get a John Woo action movie, minus the impact of a John Woo action movie. You see, this film does something no other John Woo movie I've seen, or even seen clips of, does. It censors the gore. And while normally I'd be okay with that, because there are flicks I've watched that I've genuinely turned off because I found them too gory and disturbing, I find with John Woo's style, it's almost needed. You see, the gore acts as an essential part of the story and visual style of John Woo's movies. It adds this impact, almost like impact frames in anime. And because of this impact, you feel like the danger is real. When you take out the blood spurts and the over-the-top gore from a John Woo movie, you're left with action that doesn't feel nearly as dangerous, and in a series like Mission Impossible, it feels like that's what they're really going for. Overall, I think because of that, this film ends up having a bit of an identity issue. It wants to be a John Woo Mission Impossible movie as desperately as it can, because it's lacking the impact of John Woo action and the high-octane stunts of Mission Impossible. It kind of fails on both fronts, unfortunately. Technically, it does feel like there is a good movie here, but it feels like there's also some studio mandates that held back the director, and because of that, I have to give it a 6. And on an enjoyment scale, it was unfortunately mediocre at best, and I'm gonna give it a 5. I think I'd rather return to Mission Impossible 1 than Mission Impossible 2 in the future, and I don't really see myself returning to Mission Impossible 2. Which is a shame, because I've liked the John Woo movies I've watched so far, and I think he isn't a bad director.